Hello, today is March 11th, 2019, and the time is 3:59 p.m. Just wanted to talk about judgment and how we all judge somebody. Now, I'm not talking necessarily about judging someone's actions or lack of actions. What I'm talking about is judging someone when you meet them, your first impressions of them, and you're basing that on the snapshot of who they are or who you perceive them to be at that moment. And it doesn't necessarily reflect their whole life history or reflect who they are. And the judgment goes both ways. If you meet somebody at a low point in their life or you meet somebody at a high point in their life, you automatically paint this picture, well, this is how they've always been, which is not the case. People's lives in general go up and down, whether it be emotions, financially, careers, relationships. Life is about change. And when you look at somebody and you say, for example, see them in a low point in their life, you think, well, that's who they are. Or they're suffering through some post-traumatic stress or trauma or just stress in general. It's so easy to think, well, that's who they are. That's, who they will always be. Now, I would like to obviously relate that to me, although this applies to anyone, where right from the beginning of the criminal trial, the female who started all this is long gone from this whole mess, as far as I know. But the very first lawyer I had said they're going to throw everything at you, hope something will stick to make some sort of charges because they need me to be found guilty to avoid liability. So they can maintain some sort of public positive perception, whether it be real or not. And so over the years, I've been dealing with a lot of defeats. Not because there's any guilt on my part, but just them digging deep to try to find something and twisting everything around. And there's countless of examples where, and it's easy to do, you can twist anyone's words around. And I'm in the 6th year of a legal battle, dealing with the post-traumatic stress from the primary event in May 4th, 2013, and all the trauma that had followed and everything that I've had to endure because of that. And yes, it's affected me, and yes, I've shared how it affects me. I've shared for many different reasons. I've mentioned part of sharing is like being therapeutic for me, also to show other people, how injustice impacts somebody, to show them a human being. There's many different reasons. I continue to fight for truth and justice. Now, do I have any think I have any hope to achieve this? No. But I still push on. And this is what I'm currently dealing with. And I have people, posting, well, you need professional help. Well, what professional help? They're talking about the pseudoscience of psychology, and like these people are some magicians or something that can to help people. And I've talked about this pseudoscience in other videos, and I've mentioned it. They don't help people. People help themselves. People's lives change. People's circumstances change. Their minds change. Everything changes. Sometimes people don't change. They get stuck, or they have some sort of brain damage, or there's something more there, and they just become a repeat customer for the pseudoscience. At best, this pseudoscience may give the appearance of dealing with the symptoms, but it doesn't deal with the source of the problems. And even the pseudoscience itself directs people, for example, if they're having some sort of issue from their childhood or whatever, the whole idea is to go to the source of that problem and resolve it, so it's not a burden to you with your emotions or your life or whatever else. So the source of my problem is pretty big. It's the machine, and nobody really wants to get involved because, as I was told recently, that I'm a hot potato because everyone's scared to do anything to help me with the source of my problems. So I'm left standing alone. And anyone who is in a position that can help me, well, again, they don't want to get involved because they have careers or whatever else. So when you look at people, for example, the former officer, somebody would have met him back then and made a judgment saying, well, this is who this person's always been and who always will be. But you see, even when you meet somebody or interact with them at a certain point in their life, even when they're, whether it be perceived or real, in a good place in life, it changes. Life is about change. So I guess I just want to sum this all up by saying, yes, I'm going through a hard time right now. I'm in the 6th year, and it's really, really taking its toll. Some videos you see me angry, some videos you see me completely fucked up, sad. There's a whole range. In some videos you see all those emotions in one. This is what I'm dealing with every day, day and night. And when I do sleep, it's nightmares about all sorts of stuff. And I've shared, I don't know, half a dozen dreams about, or actually more, in other older videos, about some of the dreams that I have with regards to all this. And some of the dreams are bizarre. Like I'm running to my vehicle and getting shot, and am I dead or alive, and all this other, all this craziness. But it doesn't mean that because I'm experiencing all this that I'm crazy. So I guess the whole point is, when you meet somebody, whether they're in a good place in life or not, don't judge them for who they are. In order to if you want to, not that you want to judge anybody, but if you want to understand somebody, you have to get to know them. Take that time. It's an investment. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.